Hi, welcome to my garden. Early March 5th. Well, look at my peppermint patch. Needs to be cleaned out. This sits on the southwest side of the house, so we get plenty of sunlight. It's really warm out today, not a cloud in the sky. So I decided to come out here and start picking up the leaves and cutting down and pulling out all the old stalks. Also have the irises coming up, so I'm going to pull out all the old iris stems as well. This is the first patch and thing I do each spring because it's the warmest area of the whole lot. So some of the peppermint has stayed green throughout the whole winter. There's a little bit over there I'll show you. Can't believe it survived that long. I don't know if you can see it. There goes my shadow right on it. See that? That's peppermint. There's a little bit more there. Go up. And then the irises. Coming out. Not sure what these are over here. Oh, those are the miniature lilies. These are miniature lilies. Miniature daylilies. And I'm not sure what that one is. It's got a little purple on it. But I'm going to go ahead and clean this up today. Get started. Azaleas are doing good. The lilacs got little buds coming out on them. Budding up really good. Can't wait for it to get warm. Alright, I'm gonna get to work and I'll cut in after I get some of this done. But just all by hand and little pruning shears, a little bit of rake, just being very careful of what's underneath it. You don't want to upset it too much. So yeah, I got the gardening bug in me. I'll do a little bit today. So I just wanted to show you how I'm doing this. I'm pretty much just cutting them at the ground level. I'm not removing the leaves yet. I'm just going down and cutting where the ground level is. And then some of these empty stalks you can just pull out. These are the old iris stalks where the flowers were from last year. Those you can pull out or you can cut them. At this point, it's better to cut them so you're not disturbing the roots and the flowers that are down in there right now. So again, all I'm doing is just cutting at ground level. thing is, underneath these leaves, there's going to be some plants coming up. That's why you really don't want to just tug on the dead stuff that's up on top. And again, I'm just going down and cutting the old peppermint plants right at ground level. I have this little kneeling pad. Thing saves your knees a lot. Bought it at Job Lot for 20 bucks. It's a good deal. Over here I have a wire basket, which is identified a perennial that's underneath it. And I can see it's already starting to grow. Got some purple coming out. I'll show you that later after I get in here. And what I'm pretty much going to do is just pull everything out by hand. Because, like I said, we have live growth in here. So the first thing is just to cut everything down at ground level. Or it's actually just above ground level because of all the leaves right there. You can't see ground level. Alright, so down through the iris. And I'll keep going all the way up to the steps, but I just wanted to show you what I was doing, and then I'll show you cleaning out the leaves later. Okay, the last few pieces coming up now. Just cutting them down. Alright. Oh, look what we have here. Dandelion. Getting ready to come out. Well, it's early, but pull that out of there. Yeah, out of there. Let me show you what I'm looking at here. You can see. So what we have here is the hostas. You can see them right here. All these little pointy things. Those are the hostas. So what you want to be careful of is the temperature and how cold it's going to be the rest of the spring. All these leaves, they act like a blanket. And if you take away the blanket, then you're just left with everything out here in the cold. But the thing is, I cut down all the old shoots from last year. So what's going to happen anyway is the wind is going to blow and it's going to take all the leaves and blow them away anyway. So since this is next to the house and it's southwest facing, this is the warmest area of the whole yard. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of all these leaves anyway. And all I'm going to do is by hand pick them up. What you don't want to do is use a rake. You don't want to rake anything right now because everything's so fragile. And all these little nubs that are up underneath most of what you see here, you'll end up destroying. So don't use a rake, just use your hands and pull the leaves out. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. I'll probably use a rake way down there where there's nothing left. There's nothing down there. But as I get closer to the irises and the hostas, which I already know where they are, then I'll do by hand. So it depends how well you know your garden. Alright, so what I want to show you is, this is a small rake, and this is what I use to get most of the leaves out. And just very slowly pull the leaves out. And when you get to some green, you just kind of go slowly around them. So you can see what I'm doing here. Alright, I got green and then this here. So I'm just going to go slowly pull it through. Alright, just slowly. Then if it's grown up inside the leaves, I'm just going to tear the leaf out around it and pull that out. Alright. Alright, now I want to show you what I do on these. So this part here is where all the irises are already starting to come out. What I'm going to use here is a garden rake. Okay, it has big wide prongs on it, and it's steel. And what I'm going to do is just very slowly pull it through. Okay. That just grabs onto the dead stuff and pulls it out. You can do it by hand, but it's going to take a lot longer. If you're just real careful with the rake, it's like combing your hair when it's all knotted out. You just go real slow. And you can get the leaves out without hurting what's already there. I mean, irises are pretty hardy. You're not going to kill them. But you can see I'm getting a lot of leaves out. Again, you're just going nice and slow, like comb through some knotted hair. Just don't be afraid. Alright. And then, once I got all the leaves out, I'll come back in and just grab all this dead stuff and just pull it by hand. These are all last year's leaves. Alright. Okay. So that's pretty much what you want. Like that. And I'll just leave that for a couple days and see how it does. So there you go. It's all cleaned out. Now I just got to pick up all this stuff off the walkway. Okay, well, sun's going down. Got the peppermint patch cleaned up and a little bit over here as well. So I hope that helps you out. So gives you a little confidence when you go out in your yard and you're wondering, should I do this, should I not do that? But this is how I do it, and it seems to work really fine. So till next time, see you later. And thanks for joining me in my garden. Bye.